So just to demo whatever we have discussed in the slides before, this is how the CFX pre window or panel software looks like. These are all the top panel menus. This is the basically outline tree, and this is where you do the case setup. So what we just discussed in the earlier slides is to add domain. So for that, once we have the geometry imported by file import mesh, this is how the geometry looks like. And the mesh is also along with the geometry, as you can just see here. This is the mesh for this particular geometry. What we do now is basically go on inserting domains. So when we say we go to flow analysis, insert domain, give the domain its name, let's say pipe. So what happens after that is the domain is created, and you have to just select which geometry you want to include in the domain, or this is basically the volume under which CFD equations will be solved. Do rest of the case setup, like define the fluid model, whether it's laminar or turbulent, and press OK. So once that domain is done, you have this pipe domain, but you also have to define boundaries. So after that, what we do is right click on pipe, insert boundaries. So let's say we say inlet, we want to add inlet geometry, so we select the location again, that is inlet, and give its properties, like whether it has velocity or not, what sort of velocity it has, and we say OK after that. So yeah, we go on adding different type of boundaries into the domain now. After that, whatever we discussed was basically solver. So within solver, we have different solver controls in the slide that we have seen. These are different mathematical schemes, conversion criteria for each equation, and mathematical schemes for each equation. So this is the solver panel. And how we export after that is once we are done with all these things, we go to tools, we say basically solve and start solver and define run. So this is how we write the .da file, and after that the solver starts. If we don't want to start the solver immediately automatically, we can say only write solver input file, so that only writes the .df, does not start CFX solver. So this is how we progress in CFX pre